Hi and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to describe how the information in a CRM opportunity is similar to an invoice that would be produced by your finance department. The purpose of this is to show you how business information can be transferred from the sales pipeline into the finance system. This wouldn't be surprising really, because where else would the invoice come from except from a sale? So if we look on the right hand side, we have an invoice. You can see that the name of the business document is here. This is to a customer called Marine Systems. The invoice date is the 5th of November. On the left hand side is the opportunity that may have closed and have prompted the invoice. Both of these have come from a demonstration system, so they are realistic, although they are not actual examples of business information. So the invoices to Marine Systems, and what we have here is the opportunity is called Marine Systems Marketing Guides. However, in the account, which is the entity that the CRM or the salespeople have worked with, the customer is Marine Systems. So mapping the customer, Marine Systems, to the invoice is fairly straightforward. You can also see that the customer's account would be used. There's even in Salesforce, there's a billing address would be used for billing. No surprise there. Also in the opportunity, we have the close date is the 5th of November. And the invoice date is also the 5th of November. So the invoice would have been created the same day that the sale was made. This may or may not be the case for your company, but you are going to see a very close correlation that the closing of the opportunity and the billing of a customer is very much directly related. Next thing on the invoice is an invoice number. This is a sequential number and wouldn't typically be decided by the sales department. But the next thing, the reference, and here we have ref MK815. This has been put in by the sales department and they have discussed with the customer MK815 as being this deal. The tag reg on the invoice, that is going to be, sorry, the tax reg, that's going to be the tax number of the customer. That typically would be a finance piece of information rather than something that comes up in the sales cycle. The other pieces of information, the logo will be from the customer, from the company who's creating the invoice, who will be the supplier in this stage. Then their information, company name, that would be the legal company name, their address, and so on. All that information would be held in the finance system. But obviously, it's the same company on the sales side. And if you're selling for multiple companies, that may indeed come from your sales pipeline. Next thing on the invoice is the line item section. This has one line item. The description is marketing guides. So you've been selling marketing guides to Marine Systems. How does that appear in CRM system? Well, it seems the Salesforce have decided that it should be customer name and then the actual thing you're selling. So the line item is going to be broken into, you're going to separate out the customer account name from the opportunity name and come up with your description. As you saw flashing there, there is also space in a CRM opportunity for products to be added to an opportunity. But this is a simple one liner. So that's the mechanism we're going to use to get the line description. Because it's a one-liner, the quantity is 1. The total amount is 396, and that comes from the expected revenue or the amount of the opportunity. From a finance point of view, that needs to be reversed through the tax formulas so that you do get that total. So the customer is sold 396 euros worth, and that they get a bill for 396. That would be a function of the finance people rather than the sales people. Next piece of information is the due date for the invoice. This one was due on the 11th of November, which is 1 week after the invoice date. That's the terms of the invoice. That is something that wouldn't come from the sales and would be held within the finance system. So thank you for watching my video. I hope I've shown that most of the information in an invoice can be created from an opportunity, and that sets us up nicely for the next video, where I'll be showing how in more detail, in more practical terms, you can connect one to the other. Thank you for watching.